I should have reviewed what happened last time because we'd skipped a week, and now I don't remember. But I remember we got the body down. Um, we were able to. We've entered into a shady deal with the mob guy. Well, he's not. He's not really the leader of a mob. He's the leader of a union, which in this game functions essentially the same as a mob. And yeah. And then so we have the mob. Well, not the mob, but we have the person that's running the game in the background, who is hold on a second. Thank you for the first. So first we start off with also welcome in everyone, and thank you for the fourth installment, I think, of Disco Elysium. So as a quick recap of what's happened, we are a detective. We woke up with alcohol-induced amnesia. We don't remember a single thing. And then on top of that, we have this assistant called Kit, who is from a different jurisdiction and is helping us with the case. He's kind of, I guess, a kind ear in your entire situation. Like, he doesn't seem to want to get involved himself, but I feel like he can't help but be drawn into this reluctant friendship. And so we're going around and investigating this port city, which has apparently been corrupted by the Union. And apparently, back in the day, the Union used to be very cooperative with the factory that they work for, or the company they work for. But there was some sort of shady dealing that happened where the person that is currently in charge of the Union and also therefore a part of the government that they're currently running, that's kind of an aside from the actual government, which has no power here. But apparently his opponent had mysteriously gone missing before the election was called. And so we're finding out information about that. We're also finding out information about how technologically they used to be much more advanced than they are now. And that role-playing games existed, as well as some form of tabletop role-playing game, because we meet a dice maker who is in the ruins of a building which used to house a game company. So that's about what I think that's about what we've experienced so far. And let's dive into it. I hope I have the right load. Go. Let's dive in. Oh, and we did end up getting money from the corporation. I've completely forgotten how to use anything. Oh? This is my dream. It's me.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I remember I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. Wow, that's eerie and horrifying. You know, you are no longer smiling. I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You
What a
failed.
negative way to look at it. Come on, we
You
can still turn
failed
it
me.
around.
You failed, Elysium.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit.
Yes, I am.
Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what?
Hmm.
I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong.
Hmm.
Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of
Why does my limbic system sound
new
like this?
type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
My limbic system is a dick.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Well, joke's on you. I don't work in the shit factory, I work for the shit government. If I knew it would end here, I would have looked around. At least my health has healed. Ah, there we are. I was wondering why I couldn't tab before.
Good going, buddy.
Is that going to be now when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
And why is this happening?
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
No, I can't. I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days?
Absolutely.
Basically, a week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Hey, slow, sad shellman. That's my dating profile tagline. Alright. We look at the mirror and see if we're still smiling.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Hmm.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your
Encyclopedia
face,
1, Electrochemistry
adorned
4. Fascinating. And we have these. Oh. Then we have find rent money. Yes, because we need to find rent money every night now. How wonderful. What was the thing that we needed?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Electrochemistry. Okay. Physique. Let's let it be for now. Oh, what's in this door? Isn't this Kit's room? Hmm. Out into the world we go. Can't remember what entirely our objectives are. There's someone in this room.
The door is closed. This door can. This door.
So some secrets are better left. Oh yes. There's Kit. Good morning. What does this mean?
Morning.
Gives you a quick
Looks
nod.
like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Are these the men Gart told us about
I
yesterday?
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Why do we need to talk to them? What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable.
of course.
Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They
Ah,
prefer
yes,
to be
policed by the Union.
These men here.
What a party planet, love and be loved by trust.
Men who drink beer for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for.
Ah,
city
yes,
policing.
their own
I
police.
think it's them.
There's so many of them. Maybe we should call
That would
reinforcements.
just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one. In fact,
course.
even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So
I
let's keep
see.
a
So
cool
don't get
head,
ourselves
okay?
killed. Trinket. It's done here. Who's in the Union box? Yes, we know. Track down badge. Find smokes. Who put the clothes in the trash? Choices involve lynching. Oh yes, we need to get our badge back. Send victims flight to processing. Who made the call reporting the crime? Explore secret passage. Both sad song and tape. Open apartment door. Yes, I remember that. Pick up dice from Dice Maker. Get a reality lowdown. Find one armor piece. Hangman's boots. Oh yes, right. Oh, we did get the boots. Okay, excellent.
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger, just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
And why do we need to talk to them? Why don't we just
Workers
not do
Union.
that?
The belt used for hanging him.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Okay.
may, of course, all be wrong. But one more
All
thing
right.
before we do. We don't
Yes.
have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place.
I see. Well, let's do a few other things first. Let's talk to this guy
Can I help you?
about my
Dr.
bill
20
for tonight.
Real? Then
Not yet.
why are you wasting?
Okay, let's get some money. Talk to this woman.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
Mm-hmm.
The closest phone booth is down the coast.
Right. The other
Sorry
thing
for
is
the
they don't have
inconvenience, ma'am.
phones. It's all controlled by the Union.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Hmm.
I'm glad to see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how may I make it
Please
up to
don't
you.
trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a
Oh,
call,
we have
but
a
the
phone?
Working's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Why do you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night.
Oh
But
no.
they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
I love missing persons cases. Let's help
That's right.
her.
Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects.
Ah, yes.
You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Interesting.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
Hopefully it's not the sweet scent of decay.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What is this expedition your husband is on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now.
Right.
They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
You mentioned traps. Could there be some problem with them?
I doubt it, sweetie. The traps aren't big enough for humans to get caught in them. They're
I don't know how
for
big the insects in this world are.
Anyway.
Do it. Find him. This will surely lead to a mystery with that extremely rare insect.
This sounds like police business. I'll help you find your husband.
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we play it cool, but...
It's just a little side thing. We'll do it down the line. I think it'd be good to take a break from the hangman for a while. It's just police work.
Yes, but a junior officer could...
He takes off his glasses and thinks, then puts them back on without wiping.
Fine. Our victim's already been dead more than a week. One more diversion won't change
Of course.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel.
So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
And what is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Well, that's harsh, Kit. You didn't need to say it like that. He could be dead for all we know.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
Even the wrong ones.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Oh, welcome in, Esper, and thank you for the hydrate. We're currently trying to help this old woman find her missing husband. Oh, maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
Excellent. My favorite. Yes, tea, yes. So currently I've been drinking a lot of barley tea. Oh, and Basil has made it back to Canada, which is wonderful because we were quite anxious about that. Uh, yes, they're getting through. I believe that it might be a bit slow. So Basil, please feel free to reply. Yeah, barley tea is one of the few teas that have no caffeine in it and quite refreshing. I want to know everything about cryptids, living cryptids, extinct cryptids, marine cryptids, land cryptids. Bring it on.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
Yeah, that's it for now. Tell me more out. Looks your character. Oh yes, we
Oh
should find
dear.
that out.
I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but
Okay.
his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Okay.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I were to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the
Oh,
woman's
excellent.
description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary
Oh,
this
wonderful.
autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
And how did you two meet?
I hope I've been useful.
Oh, I didn't get to ask. Oh well, that's it for now. Right. Let's wander in here. We are looking at... What's this?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You wouldn't mind if I were to boil some boots here, would you?
The man takes another drag of his cigarette and shakes his head, smiling widely. It's not clear whether he understood your question. It doesn't matter. You're a police officer.
Oh,
You can
well,
do anything you want.
I wouldn't quite say
You can
that.
always talk your way out if things go sour.
What's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I...
Oh, but Kit is here. We should get the body taken away. Let's do that. Let's take care of that first before we talk to these men.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten.
You
I
lied to me.
advise you not to overstay your welcome.
You're not a gardener.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Wow, and you lied to us.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Ooh, tell him, Kit.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Her sprite looks so kind.
You're sure Easilio mentioned something about a lawyer, Elizabeth someone, but you're too dumb to remember what it was.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Sure.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're
Wow.
a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the Union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
I'll talk to Titus then.
Hey, psst,
Yes.
psst. Hey, yes,
Yeah.
you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any
Have
attempted
I?
before. Is that true? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich.
I do say that.
Sodomize the landowners,
Mhm.
impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket. Literally murder all human beings, regardless
Yeah,
of
that's
their
exactly what
political
I said.
beliefs.
I've said, look,
That
I've
kind
I've
of
said
stuff.
some mildly left-wing things, but none of that.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous
Seven-eyed lamb of global
that
communism.
would devour and masticate mankind.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What is this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts.
Mhm.
Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along.
Me?
You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You
Well, I
alone.
can't argue against that.
Every living thing.
Mhm.
Against every human alive.
Okay.
800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers.
Okay.
Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class.
You're making it seem so appealing
You are
right
the
now.
last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
All right, let's start building communism.
Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
What, firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Sure, why not? Oh, good. I can think about socioeconomics. Oh, wonderful. I cannot internalize right now. Which is probably for the best anyways. We're not talking to these men. We're just going to leave. Not even worth talking to. But we are going to talk to this man. It's all about money, you know. Not if I have something to say about that. Oh, it looks so cool. Oh, there's someone smoking up there. And the body is still there. And Konu is still there. We have to be careful talking to Konu. Who knows?
Does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Okay. He doesn't particularly care, which is fine. Need to look at this man.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less
We should
like
probably
a creature
get him out of there.
and more like a pile of intestine. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Let's beg him and take him away.
Okay. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can take care of the rest.
What should I do in the meanwhile?
Continue working here. The locals, the case, or attend to your own business. I will meet you downstairs in the Whirling in Rags.
Ah,
tomorrow morning,
perfect.
7:30 sharp.
This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You're free to do side tasks. And
I'm going
even
to
the
boil
main
those
case,
boots.
though it might be more difficult. If you have nothing to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
Sure. We have so many things we need to do. Especially now that we're left to our own device. Let's get those boots boiled, shall we? Come on. There we are. Clearly that's the most important part. We don't need to talk to those people.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry
Well, there's
hostel
those
guests.
union
There are several
people
boots
there,
and pans
so
on hand. Getting
don't
the
care about
corpse
that.
residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white vinegar. A commercial pot draws your attention.
nice.
It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots.
Excellent.
Far away, in the darkness of a makeshift morgue, behind Station 41's Lazarus, Dr. Nix Gottlieb cuts into the cold, dead feet of a murder victim. The veins are oddly black. He suspects a neurotoxin.
Thank you, random premonition.
There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. This is
Perfect.
going to take the hard stuff too. Use as much as you can.
Pour dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar.
The
to
delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot.
pot. Excellent.
All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Let's go.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Wait, some more?
The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell
Oh,
it
that's
too,
probably not good.
just like beef stew.
A little more.
That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove.
Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine your new boots.
A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Master Chef out. We didn't have to do it while Kit was there. How wonderful. We not wear these. There, perfect.
You look down at the white ceramic sabatons hugging your arches and calves, surprised at how well they fit.
I will be responsible for this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
Gear could line my pockets. I should say I will study it.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets.
Right.
Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's
Oh
a
yes,
weakness
that's what
in
I'm
the
doing.
design.
That's totally what I'm doing.
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Of course. I hope Kit doesn't notice my new boots. I'm sure that he won't. What are some other things I need to do? I need to find this woman's husband. I need to find money. I think I do have a bag, and I can pick up some bottles, I believe. Get that taken care of. Money is certainly hard to come by in this game.
This Post Lavantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box. I can't believe it shows the animation.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow, and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachon forever.
To leave. What's here? Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza? Oh wait, you need money for that. There was a thing where I could collect some sort of funds. Yes. How calming. Walking around like a common beggar, collecting items. There's definitely some fight here. I feel like I've lost the ability to run. Like what we should be doing. Find booze and drink it. My station's Lazarus. Lynching.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
But this time, you hear an elderly woman's
Welcome in,
voice
Rico.
calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Hold on, who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
This is the police, open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
You mean this thing? What is this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Oh, there's the girl.
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
Yup.
Come to slit my throat
Of
in
course.
my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
I could tell that
Pig's
much.
come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Why are you even saying that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare scare me, pig.
Alright then. Quite a bit of the apartments here that we haven't explored previously. We don't have Kit's insight, unfortunately.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have the royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Oh, this was the key. Put your ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you.
Oh, this is the door we're supposed to
You
open.
knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
Any way we can break in? A lot of bullet holes.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned from his frame. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the Grand Murray really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Yes.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
And what did you do last Saturday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
When was that?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets the old patio chairs and dead houseplants, and all the neighboring windows are black.
He's deflecting. He's young with a sharp memory. He hasn't had time to drown it in booze and chemicals.
You still haven't answered my question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
Beautiful.
Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you too.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Haha. How clever.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
I can tell that you... Oh. No, not you. Some more muscular type.
Was it from the police?
Last week?
He's deflecting.
It was my son.
Hey, makes sense. Someone
No. We won't.
Takes one last drag of cigarette before stubbing it onto the snowy balcony with a dying hiss.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay, of course.
Time to bring out your secret
excellent.
charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Do I say, what do you want from me? Do you want me to cry, huh? Or please don't go, I'll stop drinking, I'll take the trash out, please don't leave me. What an interesting thing for me to say. I'll go to begging. That's a good jump.
Trash?
The young man shakes his head in confusion.
Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail.
There it goes. Wasted. You would have gotten at least a few good drags out of it.
Of course.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Interesting. What? Did this game just freeze? Hold on a moment. Why can't we just threaten people? Oh no, are we pathetic? Rico, we don't remember anything. Our spouse has left us with nothing, and we're trying to drink our way into some form of sanity. Of course, we're pathetic. It's just... Also, this game is now frozen. So that's great. We're just gonna have to restart this. Hey, maybe we'll get to re-roll that check. Convenient, right? Oh no, we've lost everything? Oh no. Okay, let's try to speed through everything we've just done. See our own corpse, you know, the usual. No, just everything I've done in the stream before. More like Lost, that's it, that's the joke. I mean, you're right.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone.
Sure.
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
I was left.
That's right, Funky Baby.
Funky Baby.
And you just tell me. Well, no,
I'm just...
You failed Elysium.
I can come back.
You're not coming back from everything. The pipe. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. You'll be back in those cold snakes. Stinky boy.
Stinky boy.
You're trying.
So something is... Oh, time to go to work in the
There we go.
factory.
Funky, stinky boy era starts now. Okay. We've already done all this, so we're just going to try and... Oh.
Good going, buddy. Really? Because you feel evil? You mean, why are you so tired?
I feel great.
That's not really true. Don't do that. Stay strong. Are you sure?
Not going to get
Suit
speed.
yourself.
Okay. right? Then we have this. What's out here? Nothing, really. Okay. Go back in. This is unfortunate. Alright. We have to redo everything we've done so far. Which is quite unfortunate, actually. Kind of tempted to just end stream, catch back up, and then recontinue the next time. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Good morning.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union must. One more thing before we do.
Good.
They're in no hurry to leave.
Okay, we'll talk to this woman. I know, this
Just
is
a
very
moment,
unfortunate.
And there's no
The closest.
It's fine.
The lady is
She
distressed.
is looking
Perhaps
for
Please don't.
her
The
husband.
union office probably has a phone, but I can't really.
Why would he be? They.
To let the. I was also hoping.
You hear that? That's right. Doing some good.
Her husband's
will
missing.
alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to
That's just.
a cold.
You have more important things to worry about. Just some. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the. Oh, sweetie. Gary's as loyal as they come. I doubt it.
Do it. Find him.
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I since.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign. Oh, yes.
It's absurd.
She explains what cryptozoology is. We've already gone through all
She's
this.
completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are. Sometimes the most charming thing you can do is be.
And then I ask about
reasonable in your
cryptids.
requests.
I suppose you could use a break.
One cryptid, like you said.
Oh, okay, this is different. We get to learn about one
can't
cryptid.
turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Oh, but
We
I
have
love
things to
cryptid extravaganzas. Okay, one cryptid. We'll learn about one cryptid.
He nods. And cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
What is the most dangerous
The
cryptid?
gnome of Jeroma.
The gnome. The what? That doesn't sound too bad.
It is.
Uh-huh.
None of his victims survived.
Oh.
Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic
And
tissue.
what does this cryptid look like? Does it look like a
It
gnome?
was reportedly a small creature with
Uh-huh.
web fingers and a protruding forehead, and a couple of campers found it when it was already dying.
Oh.
They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and
Oh,
wrapped
don't
it
do
into a
that. Never
pollen
do
to
that.
Suffocate it.
That was mistake number 1.
It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
Oh, so he's dead.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
Don't worry about the rest. He's trying to warn you of the bridge.
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde.
That sounds
thinking
like a
that would
terrible idea.
detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid,
Oh,
dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Is that a cryptid on the pen you gave me?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Right, okay, we can move on.
He nods approvingly.
Okay, Kim. Kim will only let us learn about one cryptid. Because he's no fun. How unfortunate. We're just going to ignore her. I think we talked to this man. We are just going to ignore them. Everything is all about money. What is that? There we are. Oh yes, and at this point we do that. But before that happens, I did want to do something. I wanted to go with Kit to this area. Because I know for a fact that something is here. On this side, actually. Here. Gall. Threaten the child.
Are you trying to...
Thank you for the
Come
hydrate.
to take me out. Don't get...
This must be it. The basement, the Royal Lion. You knock.
I guess no one is in.
He looks uncomfortable. Press your ear against
The
the
leather
door.
upholstery is worn and rough against you. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Right, so as a background, we were tasked from the Union Master with a key, and he asked us to open this door for him. But we're not going to, because it's very suspicious. Instead, we're going to ask him, what is your opinion of the task we're undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself. Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
So you don't mind if I unlock the door?
I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it.
Lesser of two evils and such.
On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Evrat we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it.
Lighter, I've heard that's also an option?
Yes. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You do this task. You make the...
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this.
Interesting. This didn't happen last time because Kit wasn't here.
Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door.
Let's leave. Okay. And we're going to do this part, which is what screwed us over last time, so let's do a save. Here. Excellent. Oh good, we've caught up a lot sooner because I skipped a bunch of things. Right. Speak to this man.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a
He
cigarette.
clearly would have seen
His
everything.
eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He would have seen us open the door. He said in a quiet voice, despite the cold, that his hang shirt's unbuttoned on his frame. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the Grand Marie really needs to talk to
Is
you.
it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you have a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
Ah, yes.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
That's only if we roll poorly. Maybe we don't have
And
to beg
when
if we
did
roll
you
well.
speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. Right, last time we had Kit take the body away, and then we boiled the boots and got a set of excellent boots. But we have Kit with us this time because I haven't sent him off yet.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead house plants litter the
You
scene.
didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
He was my Sunday friend.
Ah, yes, a Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
That's what I do with my friends. What's your friend's real name? Did he see anything?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different
Classic
angles.
Sunday friend moment.
Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you.
Oh my god, they were Sunday friends. Basil, are you my Sunday friend? Is that what we're calling this now? Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Very
Martin
clever.
Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Alright, we'll talk later.
No.
Okay, let's
He
try
won't.
rolling this again. One last drag of a cigarette before stubbing it out on the
Now, if you'll
balcony.
excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay. 24-hour 365 friend.
This isn't the
Oh,
place or time
success.
for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen, lower your voice. I am trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and delicate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends a cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Excellent.
It's a sign.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Thank you. This went much nicer with Kit here, it looks like. Oh no. It's frozen again? But why? Why does it always freeze here? Okay, this is the second time this has happened. Why is this happening? Hold on a second. I should look up if this is a bug. Ah, yes. Someone's talked about this. I stuck on the dialog box. I knew a way to fix this. There's a couple of bugs like this in the Switch version. Well, this is not the Switch version. Go back to your last save point. Okay. Start the dialog however you like. But we get to pick the last choice. Don't pick it. Pick whatever option you to duck out and go back one step. Try though. Actually, I have more questions. I see. Hmm. Interesting. So this is a bug that is known to happen. I do not have the patience to fix this right now, so I will attempt to fix this off stream. We did manage to explore both of those paths. And have you tried turning it off and again? I did, Rico. That's the problem, is I did. However, now that I have a few of you here, I do have a few announcements. So bear with me for a moment. I will make the announcements and then I will send you off on your merry way. Myth, you should be asleep. Okay. So, let's go. So next week, we will not be coming back. Before next week, I will upload both the playthrough of last week's session, because I have yet to do that, as well as the playthrough of this week's session. to YouTube. And then I won't be around next week because Basil and I are going on a trip. But the week after that, the 21st, so we will be taking a bit of a break from Disco Elysium, unfortunately. Because next week I'll be away. The following week we have the Aviary Attorney collaboration, where I really hope that we'll get to finish. So I'm quite excited about that. So tune in on the 21st of September, or not, and we will attempt to go back through some of the parts that the recording failed at, because my microphone was not... I was using the incorrect microphone for that entire stream. Which means we will be back on the 28th. But I'm very excited to announce that, because I've been wanting to finish Aviary Attorney for a while. It will be the end of a chapter, and then afterwards I'll be looking for some other game to sort of play collaboratively. I guess I should send you all off, shouldn't I? I do apologize about the freezing issue. I did look up how to fix it. I just don't believe I have the patience or the ability to fix this right at this moment. So let's see who we can raid. Let's do Sophia, who's currently playing Starfield. There we are. Please stick around and say hello to Sophia. And thank you for sticking it to the end of the video if you did watch. And for everyone else, have sweet dreams for me.